guys, and welcome to the Pulp Podcast. I know it's been a while. I have been missing for a couple of months, but I'm back, and I'm back stronger than ever. And I'm excited to introduce to you my next guest. Today, we have somebody who is a creative. He's a networker. He's a DJ. He likes to do things creatively. And that's why I really wanted to talk to him today. I wanted to get a glimpse of what goes on to his mind. Let me just do a little quick introduction. Okay.
Yeah.
You're a DJ, okay? You're a car fanatic. And you own a creative agency here in Dubai, in the UAE.
Yeah.
Okay. Which first of all, tell me which of these is your favorite thing to do?
Look, I don't have a favorite, honestly.
Okay.
I love all three. Like, DJing is so. I mean, you know the feeling that you get when you're dropping the right track at the right time,
And everyone reacts.
and everyone reacts.
Yeah,
the whole
yeah.
reaction, and you did that transition,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
you chose that song. That feeling is priceless.
Yeah.
And then when I'm waking up early in the morning and I'm driving alone at 5 a.m., 4 a.m., windows down, just by myself, long drive to get to the meeting point before we start this crazy adventure,
Yeah.
going off-roading with the guys.
Yeah.
Like that feeling of just being there in that moment, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And then, getting to work and make money from work, which to me doesn't feel like work because I really enjoy it. I love what I do. I'm very grateful to have a great team.
Yeah.
We've accomplished a lot of cool things together.
Yeah.
And we've worked with a lot of cool brands. So seeing that grow, seeing, your work grow,
Yeah.
and the feeling that you get from it, like people acknowledging it, making your family proud, all of that is priceless. So I
Yeah.
can't say like that's my favorite.
Yeah, yeah. So like each of these things like give you a different, I guess like some kind of satisfaction in a different way. Like each it fulfills some kind of something in you that is
100%,
different. Yeah. Okay. The thing is, I know your work. I think the first thing that caught my eye was there's a Sephora ad that you did. Okay, the Sephora ad. I want to like put it up for people to see. I thought it was like super cool, super unique, and I hadn't seen anything like that online at that time. I think it came out like 2 years ago.
September 2023, I remember very clearly because I'll tell you a whole story about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll get into it, but I was gonna say like that's like from your agency Groundwork.
Yeah.
Was that the project that made you think that, okay, this could turn into something bigger? Or tell me which project it was so I can kind of get an idea of like how Groundwork came to be.
So, when you say, was that the project that made you think, would Groundwork be something bigger? To answer that, I would say Warehouse Gym was my first client.
Yeah.
So that in itself was proof to me that, hey, this could be something big.
Right.
Your first client is Warehouse Gym. We signed like an annual contract.
Right.
So I knew I was good for the whole year. I didn't have to really worry about a lot at the time because I knew things would just start spiraling from here.
But when you signed them on as a client, you were you had signed them on as a business or just like you're working as a contractor? Or what were you doing?
So for Warehouse Gym, we were doing paid media. So getting them leads, which were then sent to their sales team to convert into members. We were managing their website.
Okay.
So it was mainly these two things.
Had Groundwork existed at that point?
Yeah, that's how I went up to the person who I know at Warehouse Gym and I'm like, hey, try us out for a week or two. And if you're happy with the results, then we'll sign.
Okay.
And then that's how I always went ahead with most of my clients in the beginning. Because look, in life, seeing is believing and trying and testing till you prove yourself is what makes you different.
Yeah.
And that's what helps people be convinced about you. So we went ahead with that move and the manager, the director at the time was very happy. And he's like, okay, cool, let's do this. So when that happened, I'm like, okay, cool. Like, this is happening.
Yeah.
I was in the family business prior to that. And obviously having the family business brands support Groundwork from day one did help as well.
Yeah.
For the initial,
But what was it related to like video or media?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
So that's what I was doing for the family business for our different brands.
Okay.
But we're into footwear and we're into many different things as well. So taking that and taking that experience and bringing it to Groundwork and doing it for others was, something that I knew.
Okay, that's cool because like you started like as with the family business, and then was there a moment where you're like, okay, I can do this kind of on my own, like in a way that like it's kind of branch out?
COVID happened.
COVID.
We were
I love COVID. Like set up success for so many people.
honestly, for me, like I was locked in the house for 3 months, 2 to 3 months,
Yeah.
like just at home.
Yeah.
And you know, we worked really hard for our Ramadan collection because it's Arabic footwear.
Okay.
And all the shops were closed, and we didn't have any other outlet or avenue to sell our new stuff that we worked so hard to produce. So yeah, we thought about it and we said, let's go ahead and build a Shopify store. That happened during COVID, locked in the house. And when that happened and that was a success, I was like, hey, I think I can do this for others.
Right.
And we could, you know, help others. So yeah, we took the move.
Was the family like helping or involved at that time, or were they like, okay, you're on your own kind of thing right now?
No, so I was working very closely with my older brother.
Okay.
He actually just opened a new store in Dubai Hills called Rep.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Nice.
you should actually go check it out.
Okay.
Because you're into fitness and you'd like
Yeah,
that store.
For context, I know Karan from the gym.
Yeah, I know you
which
from
is
the
like,
gym. Yeah.
Which is awesome. Yeah. Okay, continue. Sorry.
So yeah, I was working very closely with Ravi.
Yeah.
And yeah, he kind of saw that, you know, I could do something. So he definitely pushed me and he's like, yo, I think you should definitely do this.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I was very like, you know, involved in the family thing, always thinking that, yeah, I'm going to be there in the family business always. But something inside me always made me feel like I want to do something of my own. Like I'm meant for much bigger.
Right.
And I can do something of my own. And yeah, I definitely have to, you know, say that family does play a big role, 100%.
100%. Yeah. And no, I believe, I feel like when you have support, it just, it feels like an elevation. Like you feel like it's not that there's like a cushion, but you just feel like you don't have that insecure feeling that a lot of like first time business owners have,
Yeah.
which is really plays well into success. Like you really need that
No,
support.
I agree. Yeah, I do agree with that 100%. You need to have that feeling of, okay, look, if something does go wrong,
Yeah.
you know, I kind of do have something to fall back to. So,
Yeah.
you know, that makes you feel like you can go 100%. Because you're not like, oh my God, I'm going to be broke.
I'm
if I
gonna be
don't.
broke, exactly.
Because that's a different mindset altogether.
100%. It's like
Yeah.
a more of a scarcity mindset or yeah, I think that's what it was called. But
Yeah.
I want to go back to, so
Sephora.
warehouse, yes, Sephora, but warehouse was your first. And now I remember it's the dumbbell that's falling on the
Yes.
thing. Okay, we'll put that
So-
too for people to see.
So that was a good decision that we made. It was actually because Warehouse Gym was expanding, as you know.
Yeah.
I've been there since 2014. And that's why I had a good relationship with the team.
Okay.
And that's why I got that initial, hey, let's work together. So because they kept expanding,
Yeah.
and I wanted to kind of make Groundwork, you know, reach more places, or I wanted people to see Groundwork more. So my intention was to, you know, work with a 3D piece or like a CGI piece, let's say, at the time when no one was really doing it.
Yeah.
And give them a gift for being, you know, our first clients.
Yeah.
So that happened. And I showed my contact there, the CGI we did for them. They loved it.
Nice.
Putting the Warehouse Gym branding on the plates and then dropping this. And then it said always growing.
Yeah.
Always growing, because since I've been there, they grew like maybe 3
They
or
grew.
4 times.
Honestly, shout out to Warehouse. They've done a
Yeah.
good job with expanding like
They
that.
always
for them.
expanded it.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, okay, always growing just makes sense.
Yeah.
2 simple words, something dropping, it's wow.
Amazing.
And all I did was I'm like, hey, listen, here you go, but I just need a collab invite. And
Oh.
that really helped because it got almost 30K views.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So
that, sorry to interrupt. I was just gonna say, like, had you known anything about like doing CGI before getting into that project?
So one of my team members, shout out Ahmed, he was he knew how to do 3D and CGI. I mean, he was still kind of playing with it. He wasn't like doing it full time. He was a videographer at Groundwork, an editor as well, and used to come up with creative concepts. So he was like, hey, I did a project in uni related to 3D. So let's try this. I'm like, okay, let's do it. So it was shout out Ahmed, you know.
Nice.
Him
Ahmed.
saying let's try it, and then it worked.
Amazing.
The team at Warehouse Gym really appreciated it, and we got the collab invite, and someone from Sephora saw it. One thing led to another, and then I got a call from Sephora saying, hey, listen, we have a tight deadline and we want to do something, can you do it? I said, yeah, for sure, let's do it. And when that went out, I remember very clearly, it was 3 days after my birthday. My birthday is 9/11. They posted this, I think, September 14 or 15. I'm not 100% sure. But
Yeah.
I remember driving to the physio. And
Okay.
I'm in the car. I take my phone out. And I see Sephora Middle East has sent you a collab invite.
Oh my god.
And you know, there's like in life, you have These feelings, like once I click this accept, things are going to blow up.
Everything's going to change.
Yeah. And I'm like, I'm going to click accept. I'm not going to look at my
Obviously,
phone.
imagine you just click don't accept. Like,
No, I'm clicking accept and I'm going into my 1 hour physio session.
Okay.
And once I'm out,
then
I'm
I'll
excited
like
to
process.
see what's happening.
Yeah.
I go in the session and all I'm thinking about there is like, what's happening with the
what is
Groundwork
going
page?
on?
I come out, it's already at like 20, 30K.
Oh
So
my
many followers,
God.
emails already within 1 hour.
Not to be annoying, but like, how much is it at now?
I think if I'm not mistaken, it's almost 500,000.
Oh my
organic.
God. That's so good. Yeah.
Sephora does have 1.9 or 2 million followers. So
Yeah,
that
yeah.
definitely helps.
Yeah.
And we're on a contract with them where we're doing 1 CGI a month with them currently.
Okay.
And they're not doing collab invites anymore. So
Yeah.
it happened and I'm glad it happened.
Oh, okay. Because you like expressed how kind of unbelievable it was at the moment. You're like, okay, when you get into a meeting like that, for example, you're going to meetings with Sephora, Emirates now.
Yeah.
You're going into meetings with Nike. Okay. First of all, I want to know how you get into a room like that, and like. You told me for Sephora, they reached out to you.
They reached out. So
that
they saw something.
They saw
And
something.
that was belief and, oh, you did this, so you can do this for us. So that
which
worked.
is the best way.
Yeah.
Which is the
and
best
that's
way
what
to
I
it.
do with my page as well. Like I only post content we create rather than giving tips or
Yeah.
how to and all of that, because I don't believe there's a certain how to.
But after Sephora, was there a client where you're like, I really want to work with them. Let us approach them.
To be honest, we've been so occupied with projects that we're still. I haven't posted anything on Groundwork in a while. So to be honest,
So after Sephora, was it like
we haven't really reached out to any of the clients that we work with. It's crazy.
no way?
Yeah.
Because I was
And-
gonna ask you, how do you get into those rooms?
And I feel like that's God's grace.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's like, when you put in your honest work, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And when you're honest with your team, I feel like God just rewards you. And,
Yeah.
And that, to me, that was like a birthday gift, the Sephora collab invite.
Yes.
Because it was literally 3 days after my birthday.
That's
so
awesome.
I'm like, this is
Your
God
life.
just saying,
Happy
here
birthday."
you go, happy birthday, go enjoy.
That's
There's
awesome.
work coming your way.
Oh, wow.
And when you said Emirates, we did something for ITP Group at F1, but
Okay.
it was showing the cars and the way the editing was done. Emirates then saw that because I was running that as an ad. And they said, hey, we like the videography that you do. We have something for you. Let's get on a call. That's
see.
how that happened. And then,
Okay.
yeah,
I get it.
they briefed us about the project. And then, yeah, we met and we did that.
when a client comes to you, do they usually have an idea in mind, or do you go in with a proposition?
It's both ways. Sometimes the client's like, hey, I'm thinking about doing something like this.
Mm-hmm.
This is the theme. Can you please pitch some concepts to us?
Yeah.
And then we work on a mood board and a storyboard. Sometimes only after it's paid, but in some cases when I really think that this is going to help Groundwork and this is a really cool client, let's go the extra mile, then 100%, we do it free of cost.
Yeah.
Because working on a storyboard and a mood board does take time.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I know how, it's a time consuming thing, especially when it has to do with creativity and the logistics of it and everything.
Yeah.
I feel like the fact that it's CGI, that you do mainly CGI, I feel like that really makes things a little bit simpler, but in a way, is it more like expensive or time consuming?
It's 100% time consuming because there's so many layers to it.
Yeah.
Right? So say, for example, the stuff we're doing with Sephora now, we're also doing full CGI. So the one that you saw that went viral was mixed reality because that billboard did exist.
It did exist, yes.
So they said, hey, how can we make this billboard come to life? So if you looked at it from one angle, it was another girl with different hair. And if you looked at it from the other angle, it was another girl with different hair.
Yeah.
So we just added that as an animation so you could see it. So we took the video on the side of Sheikh Zayed Road. And then Ahmed came up with the idea of having the hairdryer come by and then blow it.
Yeah,
so the
yeah.
animation would make sense.
Right.
So that's mixed reality. But
That's fine.
now what we're doing is we receive products from Sephora, we 3D model them, and then we have to either film or make an entire environment with CGI. So it is definitely time consuming, and
Yeah.
there's so much to it. There's sound effects, color grading. It's a complex process.
It
so that's
is,
why
yeah.
CGI, when people reach out, is it's an expensive project. It can take anywhere between 2 to 3 weeks.
Have you ever had an idea where you're like, okay, this is an amazing idea. I'm like, we're gonna kill it with this. You go to the client and you propose it to them, and then they were just not convinced of it, and then you kind of prove them wrong?
Yeah, like this has happened for sure, and we have definitely proved them wrong, because I'm like, sometimes I'm like, you guys just got to trust us, because you've hired us for a reason.
Yeah.
If you think you've hired us for that reason, you know why you've hired us. So just believe in us.
Right.
Let us show you how we're going to get this done. And then it has happened.
Okay.
Like there was this one project we did for Sun and Sand Sports, and again, it was when we weren't sure about us actually being able to execute it or not.
Okay.
Yes.
That's a tough position to be in.
Yeah, it's Riyadh Boulevard. They have 88 screens. This is when Sun and Sandsport did a collaboration with DJ Khaled, and they had this whole campaign around it. And they were like, hey, we have this video, this hero video, but we got to plot it on these 88 screens.
Oh, right.
And we were like, oh, okay, this is signage work. We've never done this before. But then again, shout out Ahmed. He was like, listen, I think we can do this. I'm like, look, I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Sun and Sand Sports. It's our first project. It's in Saudi. Like it's
going to be everywhere.
It's going to be everywhere. It's a 1 minute takeover. We cannot mess this up.
Yeah.
So I was really stressing, but yeah, he kept me,
He kept you calm. Okay.
kept me calm. He's like, look, let's try it. I'm like, okay, let's do it. I'm all for it, but I can't, because my name and Groundwork's name is on the line.
You know what's interesting about that also? Like, you had to trust in your team.
Yes.
Like, how important is it to... first of all, did you know the guy, the CGI... I'm going to call him the CGI guy.
Yeah.
Does he... do you know him from before?
So he was already working at Groundwork.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, it's just that I always like to say yes to challenges, and
Yeah.
he knows that about me. But in this case, it was too big of a challenge to say yes to and then mess it up.
And mess it up.
So I'm like, hey, bro, we got to be careful with this. But like, we managed to do it. We figured it out. There was a lot of back and forth with their team in Saudi who managed those boards. But in the end of the day, it worked out, and we'll put that video up here of what it looks like.
Is there a video that you've done where you felt like, wow, we really nailed this, like this is really great, but it didn't get the attention that it deserved? Because we, as creatives, like I feel like there's always like a favorite kind of project, but you're like, the audience doesn't get it.
Look, we did an insane video because I'm a sneakerhead, right? Or at least I was.
Yeah.
And we did a crazy video for Nike Jordan, the Travis Scott release, which happened last August. That had drone shots, that had us filming on the ground. That edit looks amazing. We never posted it because we couldn't, because they never posted it. I don't know why. We still don't know why. They never posted it, and the final video looks amazing. I can send it to you and we can put it up here, because it's last August. It's done,
Did they ever make you sign like I don't know, NDA, not NDA, like a form, a contract that you can't ever put it out, or no?
No, not for content like that.
Okay.
At the end of the day, we made that video. I collaborated with a drone pilot, a friend of mine. Shout out Love.
Yeah.
He does amazing work. And yeah, together, taking his footage and our footage, we combined a really cool video, which actually I'm going to post maybe tomorrow. And then I can send it to you. Yeah, we can put it up here.
Nice, do it, yeah.
Yeah. So that was never posted, so I never...
And they just never gave you a reason why?
They never gave me a reason why. They're like, I don't know, like... but it was... The event was cool. They basically... where Soul DXB happens?
Yeah, yeah.
They did a full takeover of that place. People were standing in line. It was all over the news. It was on Love in Dubai. People were waiting in line to get these shoes. And we made a really cool video. Yeah,
yeah, I get it.
It was like a big hyped release. But yeah,
it's okay. I feel like those projects are kind of just learning curves for like something like, you can do that now.
Yeah.
So you can do it, but you can do it for another client who will share the project.
Yeah, no, I've been like, hey, I want to post this because it's so cool. But yeah, inshallah, tomorrow I will.
Do it.
And then we'll see.
And then tag them.
Yeah. Thank you for the opportunity. Yeah.
Okay. So obviously with like creative work and being in a creative agency, I feel like sometimes, it really, it depends if you're a risk taker or if you're a kind of person who likes to play it safe. But we know that in creativity, you can't really play it safe all the time. How do you like challenge yourself to stay inspired? Like, how do you,
Look, we're in Dubai. Yeah. We're in the melting pot of the world right now. There's so many creatives here. There's so many agencies I'm competing with right now. There's so much content to see. And we are so blessed that we're in a generation of, You want to look for something on YouTube. You want to learn how to do something on TikTok. You want
It's
to get
everywhere.
inspired from cinematic stuff on Instagram. Like, it's all there.
It's all there.
You just have to have the will to like look for it and search it and kind of like try it. Like, you know, I'm always sending the team these like, look how they've edited this, look how they've done that. Let's try to do this. Let's try to do that. Constantly just being inspired and being hungry.
Yeah.
I think you got to just be hungry.
Do you watch a lot of videos? Like, do you like scroll a lot?
I'm definitely Instagram scroller.
Yeah.
I'm not on TikTok. I mean, scrolling that much at all, actually. I'm on YouTube a lot. I'm always following these cinematic guys who make like, look, I love automotive content. So I'm always inspired by the way they're editing automotive stuff because there's big budgets behind that stuff.
100%.
And I'm following the right people, which I think I am.
Yeah.
And I'm always inspired by them. And we're always trying to like, at least the editing style, you know, the cleanliness of the edits. I'm always sharing that with the team.
And it's cool to take a style maybe from like, for example, an automotive like editing style to put it into something else or like, you know, mix and match kind of like multidisciplinary kind of, you know, things.
Yeah.
So okay, so now you said that, for example, in the UAE, we're saturated. There's a lot of stuff happening all the time. For example, what if like tomorrow Sephora, you know, stops calling you, or like the next client doesn't come to you? How do you make sure that you survive in this market?
Yeah, look, you know, there's a lot of agencies that focus on maybe one or two or three things. Groundwork today, we started off with a paid media background. We started off as a paid media agency. We used to manage your ads, you know, running ads across Google, social, managing your website. Today we're doing that. We're creating content. We're building websites.
Right.
We're doing 3D renders.
Right.
We're doing motion graphics, animations, branding, production as well. Like we've had like 2 full day productions. We're also doing influencer marketing and PR. So we're kind of doing a little bit of everything. And Google SEO, like all of that. It's like kind of like you want to start a website tomorrow, you have a brand, I can get your logo done, I can get your website done, I can start running your ads, I can create your page, create content for your page, do it all kind of digital.
Do you have like a skeleton staff and then you kind of hire the rest out? Or
we're as of today in maybe nine people in-house.
Okay.
From the CGI artist to the paid media manager to the branding person to our creative lead to our videographers and editors. Myself, if there's a need, like when we're doing full day shoots and it's a production, then definitely it's like, you know, calling up the Avengers. Hey, look, we have this project. Let's do it together. What do you think?
Yeah.
So you definitely do put a team together. And sometimes we do outsource as well, 100%.
Are you on set when you go and film?
For me, I love, like work for me is meeting new people, talking to them about what we're doing. I'm the salesperson as well.
Yeah.
And I like being on set, kind of seeing the whole creative process. Like, that's why it doesn't feel like work to me.
You know, the one thing for me, for example, I feel like there's such a different mindset when it comes to being a creative person and being like a salesperson.
Yeah.
Like, because I'm someone who went to film school. That's why I'm interested.
Oh, wow.
I went to film school.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. I went to, so I did journalism and then I went to film school afterwards. And I remember when I was in film school, the biggest struggle for me was trying to like communicate my idea.
Yeah.
Okay, but that grew. Like I started learning how to be able to communicate my idea to a team because I was directing a short film.
Yeah.
So, but I never got the chance to like be in front of a client where I'm like selling an idea, you know, selling a proposal. Did you ever have to practice that, or is that something that came naturally to you?
For me, sales and talking to people, meeting people, being charming is natural.
Okay.
But I can't edit the video. You know, I definitely have a good eye. I think I can kind of shoot it.
Okay.
You know, I love taking content myself for my page, for my personal stuff, for my car page as well. I love shooting content, but I'm not amazing at editing. My team is amazing at editing.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes even coming up with really cool ideas. My team obviously has really cool ideas.
Right.
I'm there to guide and support the creative process. I am creative as well in a way where I can come up with cool ideas, and we always go back and forth about this. But I can't do the branding. I can't do the motion graphics. I can't do the final edit. I can't put it out myself.
Yeah.
But coming up with the idea and delivering that message to the client, convincing the client.
Okay.
I'm good at that.
So you found your strength. That's the strength. That's good. That's like a
client
good thing to have.
facing and convincing and selling the idea,
Yeah.
and that's my strength.
That's good. That's probably like where because you grew up in a retail
Business
sales
environment,
business
yeah.
environment, like that helps.
Yeah.
What kind of advice would you give somebody who's trying to get into that space of standing in front of a crowd, trying to convince them of your idea? Maybe they don't have the confidence yet. Like,
Yeah.
did you ever have to like fake the confidence when you like meet a sales?
Yeah,
client?
100%. Like, sometimes when you're hearing these names, like I go back to the team, like, bro, I can't believe like we're going to work with this client. Like, how's that meeting going to be? Like, to be honest, this is my first podcast. I was kind of nervous coming here too. So that same feeling comes in.
Yeah.
But then again, I'm like always thinking to myself, I'm like, I'm here because of things that they've seen that we've done.
Right.
So it's not like I'm here to sell myself. I'm here because they liked it. And now I just got to be cool and tell them, like, yeah, we can do it. And if we can't, I'm very honest. I'm very transparent. If we can't handle something, I'll be like, look, this is something that we can't do, but we can definitely do this. Because I'm not the one to be like putting myself in a position where it's like, hey, you promised us, but like Groundwork didn't do it. Like,
Right.
I wouldn't ever want to be in that position.
What about like putting down like deals, like closing a deal, financial kind of stuff? Is there someone who like helped you with that stuff, or was it something that you like to get into anyway?
No, that's my thing as well. Like anything numbers, pricing something, convincing the client like this is this because of these reasons. That's all on me as well.
Okay.
Obviously, I've
Do the
done
research.
market research.
Yeah.
Like I check my CGI competitors. They're charging a lot more. But they're also like global agencies working with global clients.
Right.
So yeah.
That's cool. That's interesting. What do you think makes a campaign shareable or viral? Like, do you think it's aesthetics? Do you think it's like relatability? Like, what do you think it is?
Look, if you go on TikTok, nothing is really aesthetic, but
Nothing.
it's got mad views. It's the hook. It's the first 5 seconds. Look, it might sound cliche. Oh, it's the hook. But honestly, in the first 5 seconds, if you're not really showing something that the person might be interested in, or it doesn't sound like maybe there's a sound effect, maybe it's the talent involved in it. Maybe it's the creator or the influencer, whoever.
Yeah.
Some people just want to stay because of that person. So get your talent right, get the hook right, get obviously the editing, the sound design, and everything needs to be on point. But that's how I think. I don't do TikTok content. There are many other agencies that do insane and amazing TikTok content.
Okay, so you don't do TikTok. You only focus on Instagram.
We focus on Instagram, aesthetics, cinematic, that kind of vibe.
Okay.
Because we don't really have that generation of young people at our team who can do that kind of TikTok viral style of content. We
Yeah.
focus more on production style, cinematic style.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
So you have like that niche.
Yes.
That you chose that niche basically.
Yeah.
Okay, what do you think is one common belief about running a business that you disagree with?
I feel like, some people think that we got to hire people and then train them and then, kind of build them into something we want them to be. I've seen this a lot, especially
Yeah.
with the older generation, I feel like, no, you should just hire the person or a person who has that talent,
Right.
who knows more than you, who can do more things that you can. That's why you're hiring them. Otherwise, why would I want to pay someone and then train them to be something
Yeah.
in the next
Who
6
does
months?
that? Do people do that these days? Like they're training people?
I feel like it's,
Maybe old school generations.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah.
right. Okay. I see. So they need to be ready and passionate about
and
what
passionate
they
about what they do. They know how to execute stuff better than maybe you can, and that's why they're there.
Yeah.
They help you be better.
That's what I also like know about, for example, business. Like get people who are better than you, smarter than you in certain things. So
In
that,
certain things, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why they're there, to fill that gap.
To fill that gap, because
Yeah.
obviously you can't do everything.
Because it's like, as I say again, the Avengers team.
Yeah, yeah.
Each Avenger has a power.
Yes.
There's no one main hero who has all the powers.
I love the Avengers and what is it? The other one?
It's
Power
because
Rangers.
I feel like our team, like everyone's good at something.
Yeah.
So we're like the Avengers.
So it comes together like
Yeah.
perfectly. Okay. If you had to start from zero tomorrow with like no network, no capital, no nothing, like where would you start? What's the first thing you would do to get noticed again?
I feel like just being myself, I feel like starting those conversations with new people, or let's say, because you said no network,
Yeah.
but at least I know some people,
Right.
because I'm surrounded by people. So starting those conversations, YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube's the first thing that comes to my head because tomorrow you can learn anything. I'm still learning stuff on YouTube every other day. Like, I can pick up a skill of, learning how to use the camera, learning how to edit. We're learning stuff with AI every day on YouTube.
Yeah.
We're learning stuff with AI from people we know in our community. So there's so much that we're learning.
Yeah.
And we're blessed with the internet today, with TikTok.
100%.
I mean, you can start over. It'll take time.
Yeah.
Obviously, Groundwork is where it is today after 6 years of being operational.
Yeah.
We weren't here on our first year. We weren't here on our second year. Things started spiraling third year onwards. Fourth year onwards, we really kind of like started having this portfolio of really cool brands. Everyone thinks that, they're looking at you where you are today
Yeah.
and they're like, oh, wow.
That's what I was, like that's interesting because people look at your highlight reel or whatever you have on Instagram, for
Exactly,
example, and they're
yeah.
like, wow, this guy's like successful, he's doing what he loves. But at the same time, like, tell us what's like the messy, like, I don't know, can you give us like a bit, like a messy background story or some behind the scenes stuff that goes down that people don't know about?
So yeah, I did start Groundwork with a friend of mine. We did it together. He helped with the paid media in the beginning. Things happened as things always do between partners, and that was the messy part of it. I've had my messy share of the business partnership journey in the beginning.
Yeah.
But I believed in Groundwork. I'm like, I'm still gonna do this. My family also rooted for me. They
Nice.
said, you're still gonna do this. He's doing well. He's a big YouTuber.
Okay.
So he has something going for him, But yeah, just believing and,
Yeah.
when a partnership splits,
Yeah.
you go through this downward spiral.
Yeah, of course, it's like a breakup. Like,
it's
hard.
Yeah, it's like it's hard on your head as well.
Yeah, of course.
I was going through a lot of like emotions at the time as well. Like, how come this happened? Because I didn't intend for this to happen, but this happened not because of me making a bad choice or something.
Yeah.
Things just happened because they happened.
Yeah.
And then at that time when that happened, we were like, maybe we had 6 or 7 retainer clients, and after that we had like 2. So things weren't really going well, and then I had to figure a way out. And then
Okay.
I went to Knowledge Village to study digital marketing, the part that he was handling, because I was handling sales and creativity, and he was handling the back end, the running the ads and building the websites and all of that.
Okay.
So that was the split.
Right.
And then I had to prepare myself for, okay, now I need to really know how to do this thing myself. And then hiring a new team,
Yeah.
and then kind of like rebuilding from that low money, low team, like smaller team. And,
Yeah.
my team who was there with me at the time, shout out Nihal, Swapnil, you guys, they know
Yeah.
what I've been through. And then slowly, things started spiraling.
Yeah.
I was working on myself, just, always being positive, manifesting, having the right attitude, not
Yeah.
letting that get to me too much.
Are you like a disciplined person? Do you like wake up and you're like, okay, or are you more like a type B kind of
I
personality?
see you at 8 a.m. in the gym
Yeah,
almost
yep.
every other day.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been traveling now.
Yeah.
But
So-
I'm disciplined in that way.
Yes.
I like my morning routine. I think without being in the gym and, sweating, and I can't really perform the way I do at work, I need to do that.
Yeah.
Because I'm managing the team. I'm wearing so many different hats.
Right.
It's client facing, client relationship management, looking into the finances, sitting with the team and kind of managing the team.
Managing, there's like
Being
a lot of
creative with
humans
them.
to manage. Like it's when you first started the agency, I know it was just you and one other person at the beginning, but like, do you think anybody who's trying to do the same thing that you're doing,
Yeah.
do they need capital to fall back on, or do they need an office, or what is the thing that they need the most? Like, because now we have to think about, it's 2025, businesses are done differently. You can be a social marketing manager from home.
Yeah.
So did you need like that?
I'll be very honest with you. I'll tell you my story. I can't really say 100% because 2025, like Dubai right now, is so expensive.
Yeah.
Right? I really got lucky at the time that this happened because COVID was good for us.
Right,
or
right,
good
right.
for Groundwork, let's say.
Good for Groundwork.
Not good for a lot of people, but good for Groundwork. Why? Because the office that I wanted to get, right? Amazing office, prime tower, fully fitted out, Burj Khalifa view. It was my friend's old office. He didn't need it anymore because he got funded by XYZ. So he had a space he was taken care of. He said, hey, you can get this office. The rent was 52K at the time.
Oh yeah.
Now the same office is for 280K.
No way.
So for me, that was like the initial, you know,
Timing is everything.
Yeah, that was the initial.
You took the opportunity like when it was there.
We started before Groundwork started, before having the office. But now because of the trade license and everything, things were getting official. I told family to step in and help with this. And then slowly, when the months passed, that was, you know, given back.
Yeah.
And then it took 6 months to kind of, you know, the visa fees, the PRO fees, the rent that we got. It was just like around maybe, let's say 50, 60K.
Yeah.
Which was then given back, and then we've been self-sustained.
Okay, that's...
Yeah.
So you were like, I'm going to pay you back, mom and dad. Don't worry.
Yeah, 100%. Like, look, I'm going to lie if I'm going to say that, oh, you don't need any capital. All you need is the willpower and you need the grit.
Yeah, believe in yourself.
Like, no. That's... You're in Dubai.
No, 100%.
You need some funds.
You have to hire people too at some point.
Because I'm in the service industry, right? It's not like I'm doing drop shipping or something.
Yeah.
My people are providing that service. So I needed that person to manage the website. I needed that person to run the ads. So all of that has costs. And we needed a space to make us look credible.
Okay, that's good. That's good realistic advice for people who want to get into that space. Looking back, is there any small decision that changed everything?
It was like, I'll take credit for this because I've given credit to my team.
Yeah, give yourself credit.
Yeah. But when I told Ahmed, like, let's make a piece, like, okay, he came up with the idea of let's do CGI. I'm like, okay, let's make a piece for Warehouse Gym. Let's give a gift to them. Because I like being thankful to the people who have supported me. And they were my day one clients. So giving them that gift did result in Sephora. And then Sephora resulted in XYZ. So it was that little decision of let's be nice to them that led us to having a viral collab invite, which then just spiraled so many things.
Nice. So that's like that one small decision of like, you know, gifting or just doing something that's put you on the path.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So just be nice.
Just be nice.
Yeah. And if you like, look, we were messing around with it at the time, you know? We didn't have any clients who wanted that service. So how would you get a client to want that service if you've not done something that you can showcase?
Yeah.
So we showcased it with a cool client, with an old existing client. And then things work.
That's awesome because you always hear, like, for example, now a lot of influencers and stuff, they, you know, the advice is don't do anything for free, don't do anything for a low cost, don't do. But you do kind of have to sometimes put yourself out there.
I'm talking like July, August 2023. There weren't a lot of agencies, like maybe like one or two global ones, but like locally there were like maybe like what 2 or 3. I don't even know if any. I think we and another friend of mine who does this as well were like the first ones to kind of do CGI here. Yeah. And now like now there every other one's running ads for CGI services. Yeah.
There's the one with the Sarah V and the Beirut. Is that?
Yeah, we did that one.
You guys did that?
Yeah,
that's
at the
really
Rausch.
Cool. Yeah.
So because obviously beauty again, so they saw Sephora, they were like, oh, you did that for Sephora, let's work together. So then obviously they had someone from their team shoot the video for us in Beirut. Okay. And then we took the footage and then, you know, we did the whole concept. Ideation, execution. Yeah.
Bravo. That's awesome.
I like that one.
I really like that one.
Because it says now in Lebanon.
Yeah. Okay, do you have any future plans to like work with brands? Like what brands are you trying to like have your eye on?
Look, I'm in the automotive. I love the automotive space. I've loved cars since I was young. Yeah. My brother also shares that same passion as me. So working with, I don't know, Porsche, Ferrari, doing
you want to make like videos for them, or you want to like do some like I don't know.
I want to probably be featured in a car, and my team's shooting that video. Okay. Like I love driving. And if we can shoot a video
and you drive
of me featuring, you know, and I'm driving it, and then we put that output, you know, come up with a cool plan, maybe in Dubai, maybe not in Dubai, maybe we travel with an automotive brand and we get to shoot content outside of Dubai. I think that would be a dream project, 100%.
Awesome. Yeah. Manifesting it for you, hopefully, inshallah. Yeah. Thank you. All right. Thank you. That was awesome.
That was good.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Okay, guys. Like, subscribe, comment, share, everything.
Thank you. Thank you.